Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode 3 of Trunk Talks. It's a lovely, lovely day. We got a beautiful sunset, and I have my first very, very special guest today, and his name is, and also we'd like to introduce him. What's your name? What's your name, sir?
My name is Cameron Hessen.
So,
Right.
Kim Hessen, tell us a little about yourself before we get started here.
Well, I just graduated high school from Parkway. I'm 17, and right now I'm going to LA Tech, just getting prepped for college, and yeah, man, that's about it.
Wow. All right, down to business. So today's topic is recommended by none other than Cameron Hessen.
Right.
But before we get started, we have to take a little nip off the old beverages. All right, let's take a little nip off the old beverages here. So we got snacks too, cranberries, and we got some water supplied by Cameron Hessen. So let's give it a try.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's good.
Sweet.
All right, down to business. So today's topic is recommended by Cameron Hessen, my very special guest. And what is today's topic, Cam?
Well, today's topic is on self-esteem, something that I think so many people struggle with these days, including me. And I mean, I've got a stat right here. Right. I was looking this up, dude, and I saw on TikTok, and it was like this video, and it was basically saying that 85% of people suffer from low self-esteem.
Wow.
hmm I mean, and I think that how are you gonna enjoy life, if you're always worried about yourself and you can't even get past that. So I think that it's a big issue that is kind of underlooked, and especially in middle school, high schoolers like that. I think that that's a huge issue that you know, needs to be addressed, man.
And like all those people, like if you watch videos and like I that is a big problem for literally I think everyone, because not everyone has to build their confidence and self-esteem, because like those people that are like, oh, why are you so shy, or why can't you just go up there and do it,
Yep.
those people like that, they were in your shoes. And we all have to, and everyone, even the people who have high self-esteem and high confidence in themselves, they had to build it up. So we're here today to relate and be compassionate to each other and the viewers, you guys, and to just maybe do a couple steps on how to build your self-esteem and confidence, and why it's so important. So Cam, my first question to you, Cam, is like, why is self-esteem and having that confidence in your life so important?
Well, I think that a lot of like what you can do, like your dreams and aspirations or whatever, that is built off of how much your mind thinks you can do, right? Which is essentially confidence. Because if you think low of yourself, well, dude, you're not gonna be able to achieve what you want, essentially. And it's like, bro, I don't want I don't want you to sell yourself short ever. But hey, let's take a little detour real quick. I totally forgot to ask this
Oh
dude.
yeah, of course, yeah,
I totally forgot to ask this dude. How was the Philippines, bro?
Okay, so
Literally a trip to the Philippines. Like, dude, come on.
okay,
Let us know.
okay, so if you guys don't know, on my Facebook and on my Instagram, you've seen all those photos and me and like the just like beach and all that waters and all that. It was fun,
Yeah,
man.
I bet, dude.
But like, okay, every place has their pro and cons, right? The Philippines, there has a lot of pros. Like the scenery is very nice, the water's nice. I got to meet like a new family I haven't met in my whole life, and so but like, but the pecans, bro, like I got like wicked like sick.
What do you mean? Like some?
Yes. Like so, like the food there is like pretty nice. If you guys ever went to the Philippines, any of my viewers, if you guys ever go, you know it's a very beautiful place, very nice people. Depending on when you go, of course, that's everywhere. But like the food, like really, really real, like Filipino food, it is like just depending on where you get it from. Like if you get it from the street, there's a very, very high chance you're gonna get some type of bacteria or like worms or freaking like
Dude.
me personally, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I had such bad like restroom time, bro. Like
Dude, that's like that sucks, bro. That is not cool for a vacation, dude.
yeah, but hey, look, I mean, the bright side is that we went to pretty cool places. But I highly recommend, you know, those foreign countries, like third world countries. You know, that every place that you go to has their pro and cons. But like, you know, me first time going to the Philippines, you know, although we didn't get to do everything, but it was a very, very fun experience. You know, very, very like beautiful in like most places. So yeah,
That's awesome,
you
dude.
know.
That's awesome. Totally.
But anyways,
No, I mean, I do want to say too. Thank you to Jaden for having me on this freaking beautiful Trunk Talks episode. All right. No, but like seriously, I think it's cool how you know, kids and stuff like that, like youth is getting, I don't know, I mean, more what's the word, like out there. You know what I mean? Like student sit down, bro. Big fan. But like, like dude,
yes.
I think that's awesome how kids can, because it's like, people relate a little bit better to other kids. You know?
And so you're saying like kids like wait. So you're saying kids like so kids like you have to just build like it's just a building like thing. You just have to build like everyone has like low self
Oh
esteem
yeah,
confidence. You know,
most
it's a building
definitely.
thing.
Oh, and I mean, the older you get, you're gonna get like more, hopefully.
So like, what would you? My next question to you, Cam, is like what would you say is a good way? So like those people who have self esteem and like low confidence, you know, in school or in just
Uh-huh.
life, you know, since you've been there, I've been there. You know,
Yeah.
what's a good way to just like really just get out of your shell, or just a way to practice to get out of your shell? You know,
That is a good question, but um, okay. So think about it like this. All right,
I'm thinking.
think hard about this one.
I'm thinking
I'm about to
hard.
drop a bomb on you. You
All
ready?
right, I'm ready.
You have to get. You have to get uncomfortable, bro. You gotta do what's weird.
Mo,
You gotta do what's weird.
that's like
You
so
know?
that is so right because
Just a deep
yes,
dive. A deep dive you're gonna
yes.
have to take. I mean, because I'll put it this way. Um, you know, uh, like freshman year or something, dude. Like I would never sell myself going to college, bro. Because I was like, yeah, that's not for me. You know, and it's like, yeah, there's just, I mean, I don't know, it's like too much. Moving in and stuff like that, or whatever the case is. I was just like, bro, I'd rather just weld some cool stuff, dude. Or something like that. I mean, nothing wrong with that either, but it's like, um, you know, the more that I got older, um, I was like, yeah, I just eventually started going to college, right?
So Cam, that's actually very true. So um, you know, I remember that when I was a freshman, and when I was just a little like, just little in general, you know, middle school, freshman year of high school, and all that, and even now, you know, sometimes even now, you know, I always had this desire to, you know, man, like I've seen all these people like, you know, have fun and, you know, do these like, you know, plays in my school, or, you know, go do like these activities. And, you know, I really want to do it because, you know, why not? It's fun. You know, I saw it as fun, but I never had the guts to do it because I was afraid of what people were to think of me. I was
Right.
afraid of what people were to ew, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, what's this guy doing? And that really, I really missed out a lot of chances, in life and throughout my
Yeah.
years as like, little, because I remember me, back when I was in middle school. I remember, now this is kind of like stupid, but I remember in field day, okay, in field day or whatever, like this outside area, we were playing like just like freaking like these different activities. And so we were playing like football or whatever. And so we had different positions, okay? It's like normal football. And we needed someone to be like just like a freaking what's a the defensive people? What's it called?
What, like a some like a position?
Yeah.
Oh, like defensive end, bro, cornerback,
Quarterback. So we needed somebody.
like.
No,
Yeah,
not
yeah, no.
quarterback. What's that freaking
What, safety or something? Like
no, like
linebacker?
the people outside of the
Oh, you were on offense or defense?
defense. The people outside of the
The
no,
line,
not
the lineman, but the outside lineman.
the outside of the freaking
Wait,
like
you
not
know like
offense. I mean
oh, a wide receiver.
wide receiver. Okay, we need someone to be a freaking wide receiver, bro. So we need someone to be a wide receiver, and no one wanted to be it because that's like a underrated position. No, everyone's supposed to be a quarterback, freaking lineman, all
No, I
that.
mean that's true.
So
Yeah.
you know, if someone nobody wanted to pick it, and so I was like, that'll be kind of cool. I didn't know that much about football. Obviously, I don't know. Now I didn't know that much about football. So I was like, a wide receiver. I can. I saw a little bit. You can. You got to run really fast, catch the ball. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But, I saw a lot of guys say, oh my gosh, well, you take that position, like, you don't know anything. You're a freaking nerd. You're a loser. So I heard that and I was like, I don't want to take it now
Mhm.
because I heard, other people talk about it. You take, you're a loser. So I didn't want to take it. And the person who did take it, he didn't care. And, he catched the ball and he got praised and congratulated because he actually made like our team win. And like,
Touchdown.
bro, and that's part of the thing too is that if you want to do something and other people have like a bad view about it, who cares? That will ruin your chance to like experience more of what life can offer. So
That is so true.
what's your point about it, man? What's your point?
Um, well, I'd say, uh, growing up, just missing opportunities. Same thing, It's like I remember saying this, like if I could go back in time, like in high school, bro, like I would literally just join the bowling team, bro. Join the fishing team, join the golf team, because it'd be like you just get, experience, bro. Like that's random stuff that you know you missed out on because it's like, oh, dude, I'm not a golfer,
Yeah,
you know.
like
I don't know how to
oh, like
fish,
who want to be in the bowling team?
right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you can't sell yourself short for what you could do, and I'm like, bro, you know, don't do that,
Exactly. Like,
you
and
know.
bro, it's the moment where I finally got out of my comfort zone,
Hmm.
of not doing those like ultraverted stuff, like very just like out of you, just way out of my comfort zone stuff. When I the play, so I was in a play,
Yeah.
or and that was probably the most biggest thing for me to do, and plays are looked upon, looked down upon. It's has like a stereotype. If you're in a gay, if you're in a play,
Right.
you know what I mean. So, and I was like, dang man, I don't want to freaking do this play, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to like, I'm in high school, man. I don't want guys to be like, dude, he's in a freaking play,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Of course.
this guy, like, it's a freaking
Yeah.
Britney. So
Yeah.
I don't want to do that because it was looked down upon. Just like nowadays, it's gonna be forever like that. So I didn't want to do it because it was way out of my comfort zone. And if you did it, you're gonna be attached to that stereotype.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, but it was like it looked so much fun and like I'm like spontaneous. So I wanted to do it. So I
Hmm.
did it. And after it was all done, um, my confidence and just my self-esteem, how I looked at myself was just so elevated. I felt like when I was done, I could do anything. My confidence
Yeah.
was like I just sang and freaking danced like a
Right.
moron. Like I'm not like a D1 theater or whatever theater person, but I just danced like a moron in front of all these people, whatever, and they loved it, you know, and I loved it because it was fun. It was an experience, and just like whatever you want to do, and like people say like, oh, if you do it, you're gonna be this, you're gonna do this, or like you think like, oh, yeah, this is kind of out of my comfort zone. Who cares? Do it. Be
Yeah.
spontaneous. Do weird things, like Cam said. You only live once. You only live once. The
Hmm.
time on this earth is short. So if you miss out on that opportunity, I bet you're gonna regret it. So what do you think
Yeah.
about it, Cam? What do you think about
Well, dude, I think like relating like something recent, dude. When Jaden asked me to be a guest on the podcast, dude, I was like, I literally thought I was like, I mean, I told you I was like, I'm no thinker, bro. I'm no
it?
thinker. Like I just freaking, you know, I just do. You know what I mean?
You
And I
just
was
like,
like,
yeah.
you know what, dude? I think that would be cool to like to do something like this, man.
Yeah, to do it.
And
Have
yeah,
you ever done something like this, like
no,
another?
mm-mm. I mean, dude, this would. I mean, like I said, dude, I would always, you know, do.
And you know what? Like doing stuff, and just like him, he came like you came out of your like you never done something like this,
Right,
you know,
right,
and like in a way like it's something you never done before. You have to come out of your comfort zone.
true.
And once you did that, you made that step up, like you made that step of like confident. You made that step.
Right, that initial leap, you know.
It's fun. And
Yeah, yeah,
afterwards, once you've done and experienced it, like you just you're glad that you've done it.
yeah,
And if you
yeah, man.
didn't do it, you're like, oh man, I should have freaking done it.
Right.
I should have done it. So you know circling back, down to the other part. So self-esteem. Let's talk about
Uh-huh.
self-esteem. Okay. So self-esteem is actually, let me ask you, what is
Yeah.
self-esteem, Cam?
Self-esteem is how you think about yourself. Like how you hold yourself to a certain standard and stuff. You know, and that's why I think it matters so much because, you know, I mean, if you don't like think good about yourself, you know, uh, in any situation, like if you don't, if there's not a field, that you're in, like that you're not proud of yourself in, or you're confident in, or something like that, then you gotta. I mean, you gotta change that, dude. Who
Yes.
wants to? You don't want to stay like stagnant, or I mean, and it could be as simple as like, yeah, going to college or something, or just getting better grades or something like that, you know, anything like that, man.
And like yeah, like just how you look at yourself. So a lot of high schoolers, and I know me and Cam probably has most likely have, um and I think everyone in the world has had this problem of how they look at themselves. And confidence and self-esteem, and even though they have different definitions, they can go together. So you know man, self-esteem, man, it's just I remember personally, I struggled also with how I viewed myself. Back then, I viewed myself as like this, like, weak guy.
Mm-hmm.
you know and then that's why I started, even though I don't look that much different. I started, I started working out because I didn't want to. This guy right here, are you kidding me? Anyway, so I didn't want to be weak anymore. I looked at myself as weak, but you know I started working out. I started becoming stronger. But you know what's crazy? I still felt weak, even though I was physically stronger. I was spiritually weak. And that's another thing. Not only is this show about politics and just and other topics, the show is also about God. And I want to tell y'all is that just throwing them in here a little bit. Even though I was physically stronger, you know, God made me as strong as I really needed to be, which is spiritually. Ever since I considered Jesus, ever since I considered God, and put my faith in Him and accepted Him and repent, and receive the Spirit in my life, you know, I throughout my life, at that point in time, and throughout my life up until now, I've learned and I've discovered like true strength, which is with Christ, and Christ really helped build my self esteem up too. You know, people people say, I want to, this is crazy. There's a verse that says it's a analogy, and I'm gonna look it up in a little bit so that I can give you a better view on it. But I'll tell you what is that whenever whoever says that. Okay, so same story. We literally cut the footage because like my phone storage was full. That's my bad. But if but continuing the video, it's guys, it's so important. Do not let other people effect on what you want to do. Just do it. If it strikes you fancy, if it strikes, hey, this could be fun, do it. Do not care what other people think about you. Do not let other people's views on you affect how you view yourself. You view yourself how you view yourself. You are a human being. God gives you value. God gives every human being value. You are a beautiful human being. View yourself as that. Go have fun and live life the way God wants you to live. Experience. Have fun experiencing. Do not let other people, do not let other people's views judge you. Do not let other people's views judge on how you judge yourself, and do not let other people let not,
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
do not let other people's opinions affect on how you experience life.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about it, Kim?
Well, I mean, look at it this way, man. All right, you got one life, that you're supposed to live. You know what I mean? One life on this earth, and um, you can't. I mean, like Jaden was saying, bro. If something strikes your fancy, bud, you go and do it. Because what is that? I mean, you know, if you have your whole life, right, and then you're old one day, and then you're like, man, in high school, I really wanted to be on the bowling team, you know,
Yes,
and
dude.
then you look back, and then you regret that. Well, sorry to tell you,
That's
bud,
on
but
you.
yeah, that's on you. I mean, who wants to live with regrets, man?
Exactly.
You know, so
So
so yeah, so exactly what Jaden's saying.
go out
Get out there.
and do it. Just
Yeah.
do it. Who cares? Life is
Yep.
short. Go
Life,
experience it,
this life is
man.
meant to be lived, man.
Exactly.
And we're not supposed to have all the answers. That's what makes it so awesome. You know, and yeah,
Go
that's it.
experience it, man. It's so, so very important. So, so very important. Do not let other people affect on how you view yourself
Right, right.
or on how
Yeah.
you should live your life, or on the stuff you want to do. Okay, sorry guys. So we said like literally like a 30 minutes of footage, and it all got freaking it didn't even, my phone didn't even record because the dang like my phone storage was full. So we're gonna end this by the verse I said at the end of this clip. Obviously we've literally been talking forever because the sun's down now, but we're not gonna leave. We're not. We're not gonna leave y'all empty-handed. So here's the verse. Okay, here we go. So the verse I was talking about the analogy of how even though fix yourself, even though you fix yourself, and even though you fix yourself about 50, 60, 70% of the way, those desires of maybe smoking weed, I'm gonna work on myself so I can don't smoke weed anymore. Those desires and that need for it will still come back, and it might be worse than before. So you ultimately need God to work on yourself, or to be better of how God really truly wants you to be, which is with Him. So here's the verse. It's Matthew 12:43 through 45. So here it goes. Oh, hold on. Okay, here it goes. When an impure spirit comes out of a person, it goes through arid places seeking rest and it does not find it. Then it says, I will return to the house I left, the demon, the spirit. When it arrives, it finds the house unoccupied, swept clean, and put in order. Notice that. Find the house unoccupied, swept clean, put in order. So you may, put in order, you may fix yourself about 70% of the time, but that desire, that need, that temptation, that addiction will come back, and it may come back worse. It may affect you even worse than you were before. So let's continue. Then it goes and takes with it 7 other demons or spirits more wicked than itself, and they go in and live there. And the final condition of that person is worse than the first. This is how it will be with this wicked generation, quoting Jesus Christ. So that's more of the story is that, you know, the show, not only talks about politics and other cool talk, but all we have to involve God too. Involve the main guy. So again, you may fix yourself 70% of the time, but ultimately God is the ultimate fulfillment, and you're empty in that infinite void. Cam, before we end this episode, is there anything you want to say to a person that has low self-esteem, confidence, and what do you have to say to the viewers? Like maybe a quote of the day. What do you have to say to the viewers?
I just say, man, like, life is meant to, you know, live. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to have all the answers and stuff like that, because it's like, you know, I mean, what's the point of life, bro? And but seriously, like, um, with the self-esteem stuff and then like the confidence stuff like that, you know, everyone's just a work in progress, man. You know, and yeah, it's the word of the day, dude. Work in progress.
Progress. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, this wraps up episode 3 of Self-Esteem and Confidence with my special guest, Cameron Hessen. Thank you so much for coming, Cameron. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Been a real pleasure.
That's right.
But if you guys want more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that noti bell, slap it right in the face, and make it cry and go home to its mommy. But if you guys want more content, make sure to like and subscribe, of course, so I can grow and make more content that you like. But if you guys have any cool topics that you guys regarding God or maybe anything that you guys like, you guys want me to talk about and appear on an episode of Trunk Talks, make sure to comment down below or message me in my socials down in the description. But as always, make sure to have a blessed day. In whose name, Cameron Hessen?
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. So I hope you guys have a blessed day and may be fruitful. Have a good night.